And next, we have the fifth fight of the night. Minus 200, Alex Carceres versus plus 160, Kevin Croom. I'm all over Carceres in this one. I think Carceres has been a guy who's taken a lot of losses in his career. UFC experience, UFC veteran. Kevin Croom beat Roosevelt Roberts, and again, I got my logic of who is what in the UFC, and Roosevelt Roberts is a bum. I'm sorry. He's a fan favorite, but he's a regular. I think he's been exposed. He's regular in both aspects. No knockout power. At least Sean O'Malley is a stream being, but he got knockout power. You don't have any knockout power. Maybe you should go down to 135. Roosevelt Roberts.
Maybe.
But that's about Roosevelt Roberts. That's not about Kevin Croom and Alex Carceres.
I know I'm not reaching, but I actually think Roosevelt Roberts is 155.
Yeah, Jim Miller and all them. Yeah.
Yep.
Either way.
Yeah, that's kind of heavy for his build. He should be at least featherweight.
Yeah. I'm on the Alex Carceres decision, which is minus 106. But I think that is that's too easy of a pick as my vibe. I'm getting in my gut, betting on this as much as I have, and I really feel that Carceres could finish Croom. Croom has, as you noted, and that's very, very clutch by him. He has 4 losses in each different type of way. So I would not be putting any money on Kevin Croom. He's lost 4 times by decision. He's lost 4 times by knockout. He's lost 4 times by submission. So Carceres got a submission his last fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Carceres is a guy I would only pick on the money line. I know I like to pick methods. The minus 106 is great value, but it's not great enough for me to pick over a minus 200. I'll take minus 200 Carceres all day, and I think that is a I'll be honest with you, I think that's up there like 3.5, 4, like 3.5, 4, and how confident I am that he'll cash on just the money line. I think he looks dangerous, man. I looked at him in the weigh, and honestly, I told you, my first thought was I don't like Carceres with the fade. Fade Carceres, I don't like. Not to say I don't like him, meaning like, I don't know if I like you with the fade. Like you changed something up. You got now. I feel like he changed something up. He's finishing dudes now. Like is this? We're on a level of professionalism where I want to move up top 15. I want to be Alex Carceres top 15. You're talking about Chase Hooper top 15. I had to handle him to show y'all like he needs to grow. I'm in my career where I want to continue to develop. Kevin Croom is. If y'all gave me Roosevelt Roberts, I would have took Alex Carceres. So I'm gonna take the guy that you gave me instead of Roosevelt Roberts. I'm gonna take my man Alex Carceres against Kevin Croom.
Okay. I'm gonna go in this fight also with Alex Carceres. I'm a big fan of Carceres. As being a lower level fighter. I was big on him against Chase Hooper, as you mentioned. Like sure. I feel like that was one of the most blatant disrespects.
And we were new to the game then
yeah,
too.
We were fresh to the game, and we're able to even catch something like that with this younger kid now. In this fight, there's a couple advantages that I like for Carceres, and one being that he has way more UFC experience. Now Croom is a guy that has a lot of experience also as well, but not too much UFC experience, as we know UFC being one of the more higher levels of competition. What we seen from Croom in his first fight is impressive, no doubt, but I feel like once like we see that as it's almost like everyone's on alert.
Yeah.
Like everyone's looking for him to come out here and be able to land a shot that puts Carceres out. And I think I've seen like a lot of people liking Croom a lot, and I don't knock them, but I feel like it's almost like the cat's out the bag now. Not only is Carceres really tough, he doesn't really he doesn't really get finished via TKO. And I haven't seen too many.
Yeah, he loses by
instances.
submission.
Yeah, he's a submission guy, no doubt. He Croom submitted Roosevelt Roberts
on some standing guillotine. That was different.
Yeah, but he was the punch that got
for sure. Yeah.
Roberts down. I don't see Croom being able to land as easily on Carceres, and I know that was a quick blow that he landed. So, I mean, he seems solid. I mean, all in all, I think the Carceres decision is the correct pick, and I know there's no value in the minus 106.
I won't say it's no value. I won't say it's no value, but
it's less value. It's not
like,
as much value as you like.
Yeah, you would like a little more.
I mean, but I think that I would say, I know you said Carceres at
By the way, that was a no contest against Roosevelt Roberts, so it didn't happen.
I mean, and some people says it still happened. I'm pretty sure Roosevelt Roberts feels that still.
Hopefully he does.
No, Croom to me is gonna be tough enough to not get finished here. I think Carceres was able to finish Springer because I honestly think Springer was just washed. I don't think Springer.
He got it on last minute notice, that fight. He got it on last minute,
And that's never great, especially when you would look like one of the guys that wasn't in tip top shape.
Right.
So I don't necessarily see Carceres being able to submit Croom, who has 10 submission wins of his own. I think Carceres would be able to throw his jab out there. I think Croom will make it tight because he'll be the one most likely pressuring, being the guy with the submission game. And I think being the guy with nothing to lose still. I feel like Carceres
that's a
being
great point.
What was that?
Croom might pressure more. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, I think I've gone through that in my head, but I think Carceres here can still be the better striker while being on his bike. I think.
And you know what that means, though.
I do know what that means, but I feel like I think Carceres has gone. I mean, you got it. Like, is you gonna fade? You like the fade, or you don't like the fade? You got to decide.
Right, man. That made me skeptical, man.
I think Carceres at this point of his career understands what it takes to win a fight. So I think if he has in the octagon the skill sets to win a fight, I think he will do what he has to do. Whether it be, like I said, landing his punches. I think he has better hands than Croom. So I think that he has that to his advantage. I think all he has to be able to do is to not get taken down and to maybe not get pressured as much. He has to try to fight for some of that octagon, and if he does that and if he lands his punch, I think I can see him getting a decision.
It would be interesting to see if it ever hits the ground. I don't think that it will. If it ever hits the ground, if it had to, who would?
I think it will hit the ground. I think it will hit the ground in probably 2 out of the 3 rounds. I think it will hit the ground. I don't know who will take who down, but
your guy, there it is for you. That's your bold take from your guy.
2 out of 3 rounds it hits the ground, whether it be a Croom takedown, Carceres gets back up, or Carceres even taking him down. I think people are underestimating Carceres. I mean, he has 7 submission losses, but he has a long career. He's fought a lot of good talent. Croom also, we can't necessarily say the same for. I'm pretty sure he's fought as long. That's the tough guys. Right. I think all in all, Carceres is gonna do just a little bit more. A lot of these fights is tough, man. Dana and the matchmakers have been doing a great job in the last couple of weeks of not only giving us, because once again, we don't go off of the numbers. I don't think Carceres should be a minus 200, to be honest with you. I don't think he's, like, I don't know all the good things I've said about him, but him being a career 17-12, Croom is a career 21-12. They've both shown you they're professional. They both shown they know how to win fights. But I think 200 is just a little bit too big for me. I would like that line to be a little bit, 150, 140, Carceres. But all in all, I think he's gonna win this fight. And I have been seeing a lot of love for Croom out there. And listen, I get it. Roosevelt Roberts might seem like the same fighter as Carceres, but I don't think they are. I think Carceres is that much better than Roosevelt Roberts, and I think he'll be able to survive this one. I think decision is the easy play. Me being on Carceres KO and his last fight against Springer kind of I don't want to necessarily take another method with him. I was on KO, I wasn't on finish, which was a dumb on my behalf. But I would just say if you are taking Carceres finish, just take the finish. Don't try to be great and get just a submission or just the KO, because it's a tough fight. We haven't seen a lot of Croom in the UFC yet to see, his gauge, his skills level. So I would just, if you want to go Carceres money line, or maybe Sprinkleson on the decision. But that's it for me. And I would say my confidence level on that pick is also a 3. I don't believe in Carceres as much as I believe in Moises, but I just think Croom is a little bit lesser of a fighter than Hernandez, just as far as the ratings. I know in that last video I said I liked Moises as like a 2.5. I think I like Carceres as a 3 here. Anything else in your behalf, Croom? Carceres, you're not scared of Croom at all? The hillbilly Jack Rabbit.
It is what it is.
With the pick.
I fade the antics. I'm cool off that.
Big on fading the antics.
So that's our picks.